Well, welcome back to the Grace Channel on YouTube. I am, of course, Ferrari King, and in this video, we're going to talk about one of the biggest scams out there, and it is called college, university education. Everyone wants to go to college. They think they're going to make a decent amount of money, not necessarily strike it rich, but have a decent living. Now, yeah, for some people that's going to happen, but you have to remember, a lot of the jobs are competitive, and very few people actually are going to be making money. Most people who get a college education usually aren't going to be making much. Most people, let me give you a hint. Everyone tells you STEM. Go into STEM. You're going to make some money in STEM. STEM, STEM, STEM. Get into STEM. Science, technology, engineering, mathematics. That's where the money is. You hear that, right? Right? I heard that crap too. Well, I have a degree in molecular biology and biochemistry. And, well, nobody wants to quit those jobs. And let me give you a hint about STEM, a lot of those corporations, those companies, okay? They want you to have 10 years of experience. 10 years of experience. A PhD. And they want to pay you. Now, okay, if you work at Publix or, grocery store or restaurant, whatever, if you're a manager, you'll make the same exact freaking salary. Guess what it is? $35,000 a year. Actually, if you're a manager at Publix, you make a lot more than 35 grand. But $35,000. Most of the damn jobs most of the crap you learn in college, you can learn on the job. Trade schools give you a better education. Stop putting down trade schools and community colleges. Those are better choices for you. Universities, they're scams. You don't need a 4-year degree. It's not going to get you anything. You're not smart just because you have a 4-year degree. I know a lot of people with PhDs are dumb as hell. I have to correct them. And the science. Think about it now. You may say, well, how about doctors and lawyers? Certainly they need those fancy degrees. Let me tell you something. There's nothing, absolutely nothing that you can't learn on the damn job if they're willing to invest in their employees. For example, geneticists or whatever. Okay, well, you take these classes with us. We're going to teach you this stuff, and you're going to be working for us for the next 30 years. You sign a contract. Doctors, well, hospital, okay, your high school, and you took some classes in community college. You got your organic chemistry, your biology, your physics, and general chem. That's done because all the other stuff you learn in medical school. Okay, you go to med school, fine. Med school is kind of like an apprenticeship. But why do you need 4 years? Same with law school. Why do you need a 4-year freaking degree? You technically don't need a bachelor's degree to go to medical school. You just need to have those close classes I just mentioned and biochemistry. But generally speaking, by the time you take those damn classes, you're going to have a bachelor's degree, unless you take them at a community college, and most community colleges don't have biochemistry. But you don't need all the other garbage. Theology, and, that's... One second, I'm sorry. I was going to show some. Okay, as I was saying, theology. Okay, and now, yeah, I'm an atheist. I'm not trying to bash religion. I'm not saying religion is worthless or anything. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, nowhere in this Bible, not one page. When I was a Christian, I went to church. I read this book cover to cover several freaking times. Nowhere in the Old Testament did anyone go to college. It was an apprenticeship. The New Testament, the same thing. So why do you need a PhD from a university? You're wasting your time. There's nothing that you can't learn by reading this book. Now I get it. You want to learn some of the basics of your denomination, some fine points, some of the I can't think of what it's called. But you want to learn, the basics in and out of your particular religion. I get it. But there are some churches that have their own Bible schools and stuff. I don't know why they're so expensive. They don't need to be. And you don't need a PhD. Doctrinal stuff. You want to learn your doctrinal stuff. You don't need a university. They're not going to teach you anything that you need anyways. And then feminist studies and racial studies, gender studies, and all that stuff. That stuff is a waste of money. Okay? I don't have anything against feminists. I do not. I'm not bashing the people that, are in whatever. I'm not saying that. But you can read books and you can talk to people. You don't need a college to learn this stuff. I got books on this stuff that I've been reading. That's why I'm not so far to the right or too far to the left. course, if you go to college, it's more like an echo chamber. You don't need college. There's so many better opportunities for you, so many decisions. I mean, come on, why do you need a 4-year freaking degree or a bachelor's or a master's or a PhD? You know what they all stand for, right? I already told you in another video, I won't say it here, but yeah, why not? I hate to do it, but you know, I probably should anyway. I'll just do it. AS, all, you know, SHIT, BS, bull, well, that, MS, more, that, PhD, piled higher and deeper. Of course, there's another video I just said what the S stood for, right? But we aren't going to do that here. You don't need to waste your money, your time on college. It is a stupid waste of money. College only makes a few people richer. Banks that are getting your tuition money, the administrators, the professors, they make decent money, especially in the science department. And most of them don't want to quit. They stay there because it's safer there. Working at a university is safer than getting a real job because you have to actually produce results. And of course, if your ideology is like wacko, like you're going to get some people in universities, whether it's too far right or left, it doesn't matter. You know, in the real world, that gets exposed and you're screwed. College, just because someone went to college doesn't make them smart. I used to work at McDonald's 27 years ago, 1990 something. But anyways, about 27 to 30 years ago, I worked at McDonald's. There was a woman working there that was smarter. She probably is. She should still be alive. She was in her late 20s. But smarter than the freaking PhDs I work with. Okay? She worked her way up through management, supervisor, and then married a millionaire. That's what you call smart. I've worked with other people in those type of jobs that are so much smarter than the freaking PhDs I've known. And you know that too. You see it all the time. Don't waste your money on an obvious scam. College is a scam, people. People need to wake up and say, hey, I'm not paying this garbage. In these companies, you need to start doing internships and being smarter because it's just a waste of money. And of course, they benefit too because they are saving money. Their CEOs and everything can start making big, huge freaking money while you start off with just pennies. Think about it though. If you're starting at Gen X for 35 grand a year, I'll say Gen X, genetics, but I'm going to pronounce it Gen X. But, Generation X, that's why I'm saying Gen X. But anyways, you're starting at Gen X for $35,000 a year, okay? That sounds horrible, but how about this? You are starting at that level, or maybe less, but you're an apprentice, and they are training you, and you don't got paid anything back because you are going to be working at that company for the next 30 years, pension, healthcare, and all this stuff. Isn't that better than what this garbage now? It's a waste of time and money. Universities are a scam. Most people who go to college don't really go anywhere, even with decent grades, STEM degree, volunteering at a cancer research center and all that stuff like I did. Good luck making money if you're going to go to college. Good luck. If you still, I'm not trying to convince you, because I know if you already have a lot of people are so gung-ho about college, they believe the scams that they're told. Go ahead, I believed it too. I believe those scams, and guess what? Now I don't have any money. Thursday, most likely a guy, because it's usually guys that do it, backed up, hit the back part of my car, and it's damaged. The door would have to be replaced to get it fixed. And then today, just a regular little tree branch, nothing you think of anything about, always all over the road when there's a hurricane around here. Nothing. Drive over it, try and swerve to miss it, of course. Caused $500 of damage to the car, and that has to be replaced because of where the damage is. The whole bumper can eventually fall off and stuff like that. It could. Not necessarily will, but don't want to take a chance. But thankfully, it's only $500, which some people might say only $500, but trust me, that's a lot when you're poor. And of course, with the insurance, it'd probably be $250 with the deductible, and then you gotta have the rent a car and all that crap. You want to end up like me? Go ahead, go to college. Think you're going to make that decent money. I was expecting to be rich. I wanted to be a doctor. It didn't work out because a lot of people are going to med school, want to go to med school. And not only that, even with a college education, you want to be a teacher. Good luck with that, because those kids are brats like you won't believe, and their parents are 50,000 times worse. Good luck if you want to go to college. That's all I can say. Good freaking luck. Maybe you'll be one of the few. You know, if you come from a upper class family, you know, upper middle class or wealthy family, you know, you're going to succeed. If you're not getting scholarships and loans, especially loans, you don't really have a huge amount to worry about. I wouldn't go to college because good luck. I wouldn't have done. If I had to do over again, I would have stayed at Publix and worked my way up and be making a whole lot more money than I am now. Our manager worked at Publix for 12 years, was making over $70,000. I quit Publix 21 years ago. I was working there for 4 years. That means I would have been there 25 years right now. You know how much money I would be making? A whole lot more than that $70,000 a year. Oh well, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to watch my other videos. Don't forget to check out the description to a link to my website where I sell ebooks for 99 cents. One of those ebooks is The Awful Truth About College. Check it out. Check out my other ebooks. It's only 99 cents, you know. Thanks for watching. And good luck if you decide to go to college. Have fun. And maybe, just maybe, you'll be one of the few that make it. Maybe.